Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. And today it's going to be a special versus has special. Alright, we're just going to do special versus has games, 3 of them. I got the WCS Fall replay pack, saw that they played each other, and I wanted to see what happened. So let's go ahead and get right on into it. Top left-hand corner is the blue Terran player. It is special. And in the bottom right-hand corner, it is the red Protoss player, Haz. Alright, man, so Haz is from Taiwan, Special is from Mexico. 2 players who are far away from each other on the Earth, but they are bonded together with their excellence in StarCraft 2. I'm honestly surprised we're not seeing a proxy from Haz right now, so... I figured all of these games would involve some kind of crazy proxy shenanigans out of Haz, but nope. Special's been known to do proxies himself in TVPs. He took down Neeb with one of these in boy, was that in a game 7? Or a game 5? It was like a clinching game, though. He proxy raxed Neeb and beat him. It was crazy. So Special's not afraid to do that kind of stuff. But to cheese a cheeser, you got to be really on top of your game. So people, I don't know, I kind of feel like people are a little bit wary of cheesing Haz. Just because that's what so much of his game is built upon. He knows cheese inside and out. He knows how to cheese in all races. He knows how to handle being cheesed from all races, by all races. It's, he's just that good. Alright, so we do have a Reaper on the way. It looks like a pretty standard opening so far. 1 Gateway Expand. And 1 Rax Expand on the other side. So this Reaper's name is Seto Kaiba. One day, a teenager with poofy brown hair, who was inexplicably a super successful businessman, went up to Emperor Menks and challenged him to a children's card game. Emperor Menks lost. In a moment of rare humility, Emperor Menks accepted his defeat with dignity. Then Seto Kaiba said that since he won, he owns the Dominion now. Emperor Menks sent Kaiba to the Reaper program without any pistols, so Kaiba has to try to kill his enemies by pointing at them menacingly. Oh man, Yu-Gi-Oh! I did not know much about Yu-Gi-Oh! Until my kids started watching it on Netflix. Yeah, Seto Kaiba is probably the best character on the show. He's hilarious. He's so intense all the time. And yes, he looks like a teenager, but he also runs a really crazy successful international business. And is an incredible like computer programmer hacker guy. Beats me. At the same time, he keeps losing this children's card game to Yu-Gi-Oh! So, Yugi, rather. So how good could he be? Anyway, trying to come on in without his pistols, which, boy, that is a big ask, man. Adept already out, which means, again, Reapers in TVP don't really ever get much done. If he gets a probe kill here, I'm going to be just shocked all beyond belief. Can he maybe sticks around? He could maybe get one, but that would also mean he probably would die. So, Widowmine on the way from Special. Is he going Starport? Yeah, Starport Widowmine here. With some Marines, this is going to be some aggression out of Special for sure. Haz playing defensively with the Sentry, with the Adept, with the Stalker, getting Warp Gate, and getting up a Twilight Council. And yeah, gateways are on the way, but this is not going to be early aggression. This is not Max Packs in any sense at all. Actually, I'd be interested to see Haz try to execute Max Packs. I bet he's pretty good at it, if I had to guess. But yeah, here we are. Here we are having fun in the sun. Got a bunch of Marines out here. Gonna go for... Oh, hold on. Hold on. That is Cloak Banshee. That is not Medivacs at all. Alright, so Cloak Banshee is going to be the aggressive play. Cloak Banshee is actually not that good on defense. Unless there's a Roach attack, in which case, sure, why not? But anyway, Hallucinating Phoenix comes in, scouts around, does end up seeing the Cloak Banshees on the way, and says, aha, thank you for this information, Special. Thank you for giving it to me. And Haz should be prepared for it. I mean, you don't need to immediately start making cannons. Shield Battery shuts it down really well, though, because the DPS and the attack interval of the Banshee makes it so that it can't actually kill a probe that's being healed by a Shield Battery. It hits once, the Shield Battery heals it up. It hits twice, the Shield Battery heals it up. You just can't. You can't kill them. So that's a beautiful response there. Shield Battery is what you want in this situation. Don't necessarily need cannons, honestly. Shield batteries are enough to save the day, although having detection would not be a bad thing. Is he going for detection? Alright, double forge, so yeah, cannons are going to be available here fairly soon. Robotics facility for observers too, if he needs that, and he does. So yeah, detection readily available here right now. This Cloak Banshee play really shouldn't do much. I'm surprised that Special's going with it, considering he knows it got scouted, but he's doing it anyway. Cloak is done. Reaper moving down the right side. Is that his first Banshee? It's his first Banshee that just popped. All right, figured he'd have one over here when Cloak was ready to go, but nope, not interested in that kind of a timing, I guess. So Reaper coming up this ramp is going to get shot at by the sentry. And yeah, killing any of these probes is impossible. Oh, hang on, there's a Stalker. You're dead. Okay, well, goodbye, Reaper. Oh, he's got Blink, too. That's even worse. All right, Seto Kaiba goes down after saying that winning a card game against Emperor Minx gave him the Dominion. Come on, man. You're better than that. You're smarter than that. Maybe. Maybe not. You keep trying to fight, again, Yugi. So whatevs. 3 probes do go down over here to this Banshee. Okay. Not bad. I was watching this one, but this guy down here, or this gal, rather, does have 3 kills already. Nicely done. And then the one coming into the main base. Because, again, no shield battery, you'll note. I don't know. Are you giving it, like... Sure. So I guess you try to kill the shield battery, right? Like, that's the play at this point. Which you could do pretty well, honestly. Where on earth? The army is not really in a position to stop this from happening. Oh, Haz. Oh, no. You allowed the Banshee to wipe out your shield battery and then go right after your probes. Attack at the front was pretty scary. Got 2 tanks, a bunch of Marines, SCVs here to repair at the same time. Banshee is going to die, but does have several probe kills. I want to say 5 or 6 of them at least. Oh, this is bad. This is really good pressure here from SpeCial off of 2 bases. Marine tank, making it happen. Taking down a pylon is not a bad thing. Also killing all of these probes is a very good thing too. Tanks ready to fire on these Stalkers. They could blink on top. There's a bit of a window here, but gosh, Haz is just falling apart. Just absolutely falling apart there. Goodbye. Goodbye. 23 probes in the first couple minutes here. Another group goes down. Haz is going to lose his 3rd base. It's 55 to 33 workers in favor of SpeCial. He's expanding behind this. He's going to take down the Nexus. I really don't know if Haz can break it. He's got his Zealots. He's got to go. He's got to try to save this. I don't know that losing it is really an option at this point. And here we go. Guardian shield up. Let's move. Blinking on top of the tanks. Tank 1 down. Tank 2 down. Tank 3 still firing away, but getting surrounded. And all right, so he does break it. No bunker for you. Losing a bunch of Marines and tanks. The army supply does plummet there for SpeCial. Great engagement from Haz. But at the end of the day, losing the Nexus and 32 probes is extremely damaging. So there's another same Banshee. 11 kills back here, by the by. SCVs get killed, but they're at the front. That's no harassment. That is SpeCial bringing along for the ride. And then shield battery healing up. And a Banshee not going to win that fight versus a Stalker, I can tell you that much. Time to flee. All right, man. So SpeCial's up, looking strong. Got his Marines, got his tanks. Music stops abruptly. Where are we with this? Dun, dun, dun. Armory coming on in. Just for additional upgrades. I don't think we're doing a mech transition. We have seen a little bit of mech versus Protoss in the meta recently, but I'm not sure that SpeCial's interested in doing that today. Though I'm sure he is comfortable with it. Storm's coming in from Haz. He's on 2 bases. No sign of really... No 3rd base on the way yet. Is he trying to replace his probe count? Not really. He's not making probes either. There we go. Starting 1 anyway. Is he supply blocked? Oh, he's supply blocked. Okay. Haz is not doing good in this game 1. Not even remotely. So he's going to try to get up here, but there are 3 tanks. I just don't know if this is enough army. SpeCial has the army advantage right now. The Stalkers are versatile and they're fast. They shouldn't die, but I'm not sure how much damage they can get done. You know what I mean? Whittling away on the orbital command. And, oh, overextending a little bit. Yabayo getting force fielded in and chopped up, but bam. No, Haz taps out with the good game. Instant good game, man. That's one of the fastest GGs I've ever seen. And he's done. He recognizes the Marine Marauder count is really high. The Stalkers can't engage with this. The tanks are a problem, too. He's not going to be able to take down that 3rd base, and he doesn't have a 3rd base of his own even getting started. So that was it. Game 1. Done. Pretty brutal stuff there, man. I mean, SpeCial with the Banshees got way more damage than he should be able, or should have been able to. And then losing the 3rd base and all of those probes with the combined multi-pronged attacks. Haz taps out, so SpeCial takes a 1-0 lead in this little 3-game series. We'll see how Game 2 checks out. Stick with it. Again, this is a 3-game kind of a special, if you will. Yeah, we'll do more. Okay, it's time for game 2 here on Ephemera on the Ladder Edition. SpeCial still in the top left and Has in the bottom right. Red versus blue here. In case you didn't know, tournaments sponsored by StarCraft. At least the later stages have to be red versus blue to avoid confusion and to accommodate colorblind people. So that's why it's always red versus blue between two players that you know in tournaments. All right, Has, what you got? What do you have here? All right, Gateway first, no Forge. Hey, did you watch the Cheese compilation this month? I do it every month. September 2019 was pretty awesome, honestly. SpeCial is going for an interesting proxy location. It's not, I mean, it's in his half of the map, so I hesitate to call it entirely proxy, but hey, we got a pylon here too from Has. All right, this is why we're here. This is why we are here, for Has doing weird stuff, man. Really excited to see what he's going to do on this one. Double gas out of SpeCial indicates definitely a factory follow-up here, not walling off the front. Has doesn't see this because he doesn't send the probe in to scout. He wants it here to throw it out of Gateway. This is very max packs out of Has right now. He's going to go for a Cyber Core so he can warp in units up there as fast as he can. Very beautifully done. Has one gas taken, which means it's not going to be a ton of Stalkers or a ton of Adepts necessarily, although there's the second gas and there's a full saturation, so at this point, it could be whatever he wants it to be. Now, SCV's scouting around for proxies. Not going to find it because Has, again, is further away than he normally would be, but SpeCial is also further away than he normally would be with this kind of a proxy. So this Reaper's name is Carbot. Emperor Mengsk was searching the interwebs for video footage of the dreaded Zerg and Protoss when he discovered Carbot animation. He loved the videos for both being adorable and hilarious. However, he realized they were depicting the Zerg as huggable puppies, while the Terran forces were depicted as incompetent children. So with a heavy heart, he sent Carbot to the Reaper program. Oh, Carbot, I'm sorry, man. You're probably going to die, is what we're looking at here. There's stuff back home. There's an Adept finishing up just right now. At this point, you're going to recognize SpeCial's going to say, where's the second pylon? Has, where's your second pylon, guy? Also, the Adepts moved out, and the Reaper snuck in. What a sneak! What a beautiful sneak here. Has another pylon over here, because of course he does. He's an insane person. He's going for 2 proxies in the same game. This Reaper, oh my gosh. Has, I think you're just dead, guy. I think at the point of the game wherein you have 10 probes following a Reaper, you're losing the game. Gonna toss it out there. Stalker tries to get up this wall. I mean, there's nothing to stop him either. The Reaper, KD8 charging a little bit. The bunker's gonna finish. And then there's a Widow Mine. A couple SCVs die, but now it's problematic. Widow Mine burrowing really makes it hard for Stalkers to get up there. Adept does find that forward barracks. And the Adept... Oh, the Adept... Did it not... Wait, hang on. Huh? Reaper's still alive. Okay, so Reaper's still alive here. Adept. Dude, you have to see that. You have to see the Reaper is coming on in. Meanwhile, proxy Stargate, because of course it is. What else is it going to be over there? We are just doing stuff on both sides of the map. But the recall says, now we're on Haz's side of the map. Thanks for asking. And this Reaper is going to die after getting 3 total kills to his name. But not too bad, Carbot. Good effort in the hands of SpeCial there. So what are we looking at? Are we settling down here? SpeCial is, in fact, bringing his barracks back home. The Stargate's done. There's a Phoenix on the way. There's really no anti-air over here except for the Widow Mine. And it's the Widow Mine is the anti-air that exists. Expansion there, expansion here. And both players are just, again, settling into more of a standardized game here. Reaper number 2 moving out. Or, yeah, so actually 3 Reapers made in total here for SpeCial. Adept here to defend against the Reaper. Yeah, you're not going to have as much luck as your previous buddy did, I can tell you that much. Cyclone is like the ultimate in defense in this situation. Oh my gosh, it's so good in defense in this situation. Trying to use the Shade to get vision on the high ground to take down... Oh, Widow Mine shot! Ah, does fire... What? Oh, wait, what? How... Did he do the... Oh! Has did the special Adept shading trick. Oh my gosh, it worked. It worked. So you have the Widow Mine fire on your guy just as the shade finishes. Your Adept moves as the shot is coming. Doesn't kill anything. The Adept is unable to fire again for a while, and it's visible because it doesn't have drilling claws. That was good stuff. That was good stuff out of Has. It was just out of vision is what it was. That's all. That's all we're looking at here. Meanwhile, multiple Phoenix here. Has going for a Phoenix play, which can be pretty good against Terran, but it's not credible. 2 Reapers heading across, the 2 that exist on the map at this point in time. Or is it the 2 total? Yeah, the 2 total. Cruising on in, the Adept. Oh, KD8 Shard. Did get a shot off there, though, and the Shade is faster. One of these Reapers is going to die. Ooh. Yeah, this is really well played. All right, so the Adept gets out of there. Does end up sniping off maybe a probe. This one might possibly die too, but probably not. And then bringing all the Protoss forces home. The Phoenix are here. The Adepts are here. The Stalkers are here. Oh, Reaper does get picked off. That's a bunch of Reapers that have died so far in this game, but 4 probes have been killed on the other side. A couple SCVs too that were trying to build that bunker. Remember that, which has since been salvaged, by the way. So natural base by SpeCial is done. Natural base by Has is done. Worker count is favoring SpeCial, and he has mules, which are getting called down at this very moment. Bunch of tanks here too. Army supply 27 to 28, but a lot of that supply is Phoenix. I don't know that he has enough to do this, honestly, with you. There are Vikings out. There are Widow Mines. There are 2 tanks. There's a bunch of Marines. Phoenix aren't going to be able to jump on and lift much of anything. So the harassment begins as Has goes to plan 2 here, picking off an SCV, building a supply depot. Not too bad, forcing all the Marines inside the main base. But the rest of the army is heading on back home. Phoenix doing all right. Okay. Yeah, this is what we're looking at here. We are picking off some SCVs, losing a couple Phoenix in the meantime. It's not incredibly ideal, but actually this is not too bad. 7, 8 SCVs down. And now Has the lead on worker count after that harassment. It's 33 to 28. Mules are good, but Has should be pretty much even in the worker, or not the worker count, but the income tab down below. Immortals in production from Has. Do love a good Immortal versus a tank or a bunker. It's really a fantastic thing to be doing here, is making Immortals. And more Phoenix in production. Did he just kill a... I think that was a Viking that tried to land to hide from these Phoenix, but they just lifted him and killed him because they can do that. No bonus versus Vikings, but that's okay. They don't need it. They don't need the bonus against something that can't shoot back at them, right? Right. That is how Phoenix work. I've always felt like if you get picked up by a Phoenix, you should be able to fire at them. Because as it stands, it's more of a disabling thing, right? You disable them and pick them up rather than just a lift mechanic. I guess it doesn't really call itself lift. We just use that term about speaking about them from time to time. Just in a casual conversation. But yeah, Graviton Beam is technically what it is. So yeah, sure, it makes sense based on that name to actually disable the thing and lift the thing. It's a 2-for-1 deal. Hey, found the proxy Stargate. That's going to die for sure. Nothing's going to save it under any circumstances. The Phoenix come on in, try to get some damage to even it up. Even up the score here. SpeCial's only down 2 workers. Army supply is substantially favoring SpeCial. Third base on the way from Has right now. Kind of like it. It's gutsy, but if he can make it work out, it'd be really nice. Ground Army looking okay. He's got 2 Immortals, Zealot, bunch of Stalkers, charges on the way for the Protoss. And the question of the day is... well, this Marine's going to die. Question of the day is charge going to be done by the time SpeCial's army arrives? Doesn't seem like he's too keen on moving out quite yet. He's going for a 3rd command center at the front here. Was he... what was that building he was trying to come up with? He was thinking about doing something else here. Combat shield finishes up. This Marine does actually end up getting a probe kill, surprisingly. Where's that SCV? That it? Is that you? Yeah, that was a fusion core. He accidentally started building a fusion core instead of a command center. How interesting is that? I thought that's what it was. Alright, yeah. These Marines, pretty scary stuff, man. Again, best anti-air in the game for pound for pound. They will tear apart your Phoenix and your Mutalisk and your carriers and your Broodlords and your Corruptors to a certain extent, etc., etc. Marines are really good at killing stuff in the sky. And pretty good at killing stuff on the ground, too, with some obvious exceptions like Ultralisks are a big thing they can't really kill very well. And Colossus, too. Mostly because Colossus have that bonus versus light, and they do Splash, which just tears apart them Marines into itty-bitty pieces. A couple Marines getting killed. I mean, the Phoenix have pretty much paid for themselves, I gotta say, but they haven't done as much damage as Has needed them to do, I don't think. He needed them to be a rousing success, and they're just not. They just aren't here. They're getting chased around quite a bit here by this army. Nice job breaking the lock-on by going onto the high ground. That was pretty fantastic. Army supply is 78 to 63. SpeCial has a pretty big, scary advantage here. Third base is on the way, but it's not done, which means he isn't saturating it, which means he's been able to make a lot more army. Production tab says here, 2 Marines, 2 Marauders, 2 Widow Mines and a Ghost Academy coming up all at the same time right now. SpeCial is ramped up. He's moving into the 3rd base, and probes are going to die down here. They know they're not going to go ahead and take down this army. They can kill a couple Phoenix if they need to, and then maybe try to boost out, although the boost is on cooldown, and time to unload because that medevac is completely dead. The army walking into the front door. They're stimmed. Marines and Marauders. Widow Mines. Such a great position for those Widow Mines. Goodbye. The Sentry is taking serious hits. There are only 1 remaining. SpeCial kills 15 probes and then just picks up and gets out of there. No big deal. No Phoenix around to chase me over here. That's for certain. Did all the Phoenix die during that battle? Did he hurt? No, they're over here. They're going on a counterattack. Would have been nice to be able to focus on some other stuff, but War Prism is up north, trying to get some counterattacks in on these SCVs. This is some pretty good stuff. But there's too much bio here. Defending, great positioning between the buildings here. That's why you leave gaps between your buildings. Is 1, so your units can't get out without getting stuck, and 2, so that Zealots can't surround them while they're defending your buildings. Their accidental flank here from both these players. I don't think they expected to meet here in the middle of the map. They're going to stop meeting like this, I believe, is the phrase. The Phoenix don't want to go in there under any circumstances, but it's 68 to 48 army supply. SpeCial has a massive lead. However, nice warping. Beautiful warping here. Ara has. He's got the charge. Does he have the upgrades? Not really, no. And +1/+1 is done for SpeCial. So, bam, that's your good game. Seems abrupt. To be honest with you, I guess he just recognized there were tanks on the high ground. He didn't have enough to handle those tanks, I suppose. And he was down about 10 workers, and he was down in army supply. And yeah, it was abrupt. I kind of feel like he could have done something more here, but the Widow Mines would have dealt with any Zealots coming around the outside to get on top of these tanks. The tanks were, I mean, there's only 2 of them, man. I guess there's some Marines and Marauders up here, but tank fire splash. Maybe that's it. Just scared them away. I don't know. Either way, SpeCial's got a 2-0 lead in this little series. So, rough stuff. I mean, overall, I think it just came down to the fact that SpeCial's attack did so much early damage to Haz with that Reaper. And on the other end, not a whole lot. A couple SCVs died for SpeCial, but their harassment wasn't really damaging. Other than that, so he just kind of rolled to victory on that one. Found the proxy. The Phoenix didn't do what they wanted to do. There was too much anti-air already out of SpeCial. He's prepared for it. He was ready for it, and he got the win. So, going to go to game 3. I'm not sure if Haz can go ahead and do a 2-1 final here, but stick with it. We'll find out. All right. Time to put up or shut up for Haz. You're down 2-0 to SpeCial. If you want to protect your dignity, you need to win this game, man. All right, bottom right. It is the red Protoss player Haz. And on the top left, it is the blue Terran player SpeCial. Now, the discussion around Haz, as I've already said, is that he only knows how to cheese and to expect cheese from Haz. And if you're lower level than him, and he's a lot better than you, then you can't do anything about it. But if you're equal level or higher, then Haz is in a weird spot, a difficult spot, right? Right. Okay, man. Let's see what you got here, Haz. Forge? Nah. Gateway. And no proxying here from SpeCial. Not at all. When was the last 4-player map for StarCraft 2 in the map pool? I'm trying to think here. I just realized I haven't been talking about workers trying to scout the right direction to find their opponents in a long time. It's all been 2-player maps, time and time again here. Maybe the 4-player ones have gotten vetoed and they just don't get cast very much as a result because they're not being played very much at the higher levels. But yeah, I kind of feel like they went to a very specific, I don't know, went to a specific decision to basically say, no, we're not gonna go for any 4-player maps anymore. This is Grand Admiral Thrawn, the Reaper. Grand Admiral Thrawn was a brilliant military mind who led the Empire to many seemingly impossible victories based on his ability to interpret battle strategies and art. He was so amazing that not even the Disney wipe of the old expanded universe could stop him. However, he was tricked by a young Force user, wrapped by space octopuses, and sent out of the known Star Wars galaxy. This part actually happened, and he found himself in the StarCraft universe, where he was quickly arrested for the crime of being blue and sent to the Reaper program. Sounds like something that would happen, yeah? Alright, Reaper heading on out here. Grand Admiral Thrawn, getting something done. I mean, again, his skills are not in being a frontline grunt, but rather in being a skilled tactician on the back lines. That said, someone is going to contradict me and say, Falcon, come on, man. Of course he was a great fighter as well as a strategist. I'll be like, I don't know, whatever. Proxy robo facility over here. And again, count the pylons. Actually, did he make another one? No, this is a good number of pylons here. So there's still a pylon missing over this way. Which means Haz is going to be all sorts of aggressive. What's again? Okay, I was going to say Adeptus walking past the Reaper has no interest. And actually saving his probes. This positioning, dang, it's pretty good. Got the probe. Grand Admiral Thrawn, not bad. Hop up, hop up, hop up. Can't be followed. And then hop down. Beautiful tactician there. Beautiful tactics on display from Grand Admiral Thrawn. Staying alive after getting 2 probe kills. This is good stuff, man. There's some pretty effective dudes. Immortal on the way from the robotics facility. Beautiful stuff. I don't see a robotics bay in production either, though. And how much is Special macroing up out of this? What was it, 26 workers, which is fine. He actually has a bit of an army here with the Marines. He's got more Marines in production, a Widowmine and a Medevac. And another Widowmine is already out on the field. Widowmine's really good early game. Like, really good early game. So, I really don't know that Haz is going to do a whole lot with this. Although, Immortals can take a Widowmine shot pretty effectively and not die, it turns out. Not many ground units can say that. But alright, we're looking at a Sentry. We've got an Adept and a Stalker moving out to join the rest of the units that are warping in at the front here. Army supply 17 to 16. Special is not fooled by this. He knows there's some kind of a crazy attack coming, despite the presence of tech structures that he scouted with the Reaper previously. He's going to go for a triple Widowmine drop. These are not defensive Widowmines. These are aggressive Widowmines. Is there a bunker? There's a bunker coming up back home. There's a ton of Marines. And honestly, when it comes down to it, a bunch of Marines is pretty good against most stuff that doesn't have splash. Haz army has a distinct lack of splash here, and Marines inside a bunker can trade pretty effectively. Although, again, Immortals are great bunker busters. Widowmines dropping into the natural base of Haz. 1. Nice. Nicely controlled. Ooh, by both players, actually. Not firing on the... Oh, he's going to take it. He'll take the 1 probe, and then he's going to drop up here, 2 inside the main. Nice. Good. Great pull again there on the probes, getting him out of there. The Adepts shade in. The Immortal! Oh, gosh, it got backed into a corner. Ugh. Lost the War Prism, it would seem. Widowmine's denying all mining from the main base. Oh, does he know? Does he have a countdown timer down here? Natural base for Special is in shambles. Actually, he's still working somehow. Defensive tank going to help pretty immensely with that. Widowmine does fire. The probes got pulled in time. Of course, they recognize what was happening. And the Widowmines do manage to get... Oh, gosh. Ah! Okay, and that's your good game. Yep, taps right out. That Widowmine ends up getting a bunch of kills, 5 probes down there, as due to these shenanigans with the Widowmines. And he knows he's down 37 to 21 workers. He hasn't really done much to destroy Special's economy. The tank on the high ground is going to be really hard to break with this army without an Immortal. And yeah, I mean, I think it really came down to the fact that he lost that Immortal during this attack, which I did not see. I caught a glimpse of it. All right, so here he comes. Excuse me. Still a little bit under the weather, but feeling a lot better. Again, catching this about a week early, so keep that in mind. Ready? Get set. Go. So the Adepts shade in. They try to distract, but the Marines are not fooled. Look at this. Look how ready they are for this. They don't even have stim. Oh, that's brutal. And that was it. And the Immortal died, and then a tank popped out here in a couple seconds, and that was it. So, all right, man. Special with a 3-0 victory over Haz today. Jeez. Just brutal. There's no quarter given at all from the Terran player. Haz is shamed and sent down and far away, but good stuff. Really fun stuff. Not as many shenanigans from Haz as I expected. I guess we saw proxies, which I don't know what more can you ask here, really. Right? What more can you ask for? There are some things we can ask for, but not much. All right, cool. Well, you know what? That's going to be it from me today. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.